Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Rainbow Balloon Festival Collection releasing from Spell Polish on October 1st. This trio will retail for $29.50. It was sent to me for review, and I will link Spell Polish's storefront and social media down below, and I'll go ahead and show you how these swatched. First up is Floating on Clouds, and this is a very sheer polish. It has a little bit of some small white matte glitters and some silver flakies and iridescent flakies and also some holographic glitter in here as well. Very pretty and dainty and ethereal. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how Floating on Clouds swatched on my natural nail as well as over black and white. So first I'm just going to show you how it looks on my natural nail. Here is one coat. This goes on very smooth and easy. It's not gritty at all. It is incredibly sheer though. So I'm going to let this dry and then come back in for another coat. So here is the second coat, and this does build this up a little bit. You can catch those matte white glitters there. The silver is really going to help this be opaque, I think. It's not quite opaque at two coats though, so I am going to let this dry and come back in for one more. So here is the third coat. And this is not going to be what I would think of as completely opaque, but it is nice coverage. So I'm going to stop here. I think that silver shimmer really, when it hits the light, makes it look more opaque than maybe it is. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. This one does dry down fairly glossy, but a top coat is going to help make it a little bit more cohesive and more shimmery. Here's a view from another angle and direct sunlight with top coat. This seems very bridal to me. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle and direct sunlight. So next I'll show you how Floating on Clouds swatched over white. This is Tux Polish's Pure, and I'm going to do one coat. You can see I get a good amount of glitter. This makes an amazing topper. I really love this combination. So next I'll show you how it swatches over black as well. This is Tux Polish's Onyx. I'm going to do one coat. This is my pinky, which I don't film really much, so I got a little bit of a thicker coat than I meant to. So I'm going to take a couple of swipes off, but you can really see how dense this coverage is. This is a great topper. So tons of flakes, tons of glitter. So here is a look at this completed mani. My two middle fingers are over white and my pointer and pinky are over black. Here's a view of this look in direct sunlight with top coat. So you can see vastly different effects depending on what you put it over. I think you could really put this polish over anything. Here's a quick swatch photo under artificial lighting and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Next up is When Skies Are Gray, and this is a gray Crelly polish with a really strong green shimmer as well as some pink holographic, some teal glitters, and some, I think, silver holographic glitters, all in different sizes. Really pretty combination. This really reminds me of like a dark gray storm cloud with that green tint, if you know what I'm talking about. I'll show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how When Skies Are Gray swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. This is a Crelly polish, so this first coat is pretty sheer, but I do get a good amount of coverage and a very strong shimmer just out of one coat. I did a few extra swipes just to kind of get that glitter spread out a little bit. I'll let this dry and then come back in for another coat. So here is the second coat. You can see this one is going to dry down a little bit textured and maybe a little bit brush strokey. You may want to watch for that. This polish does an incredible job at being translucent enough that you can see those holographic glitters peeking through all of the layers while still giving you a good amount of coverage, and especially in such a unique combination. So here is a look at the completed mani before top coat. Here's a view from another angle and direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and once more at an angle in direct sunlight. So lastly, today I have a Rainbow Balloon, and this is a glitter topper with kind of larger glitters in all kinds of different circles and colors and stars, and there's also some diamonds in there, lots of different things. The glitters in here are kind of that pearlescent, not straight flat matte. They do have a little bit of something in them. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how rainbow balloons swatched over both white and black today. So here's a quick look at how Rainbow Balloon swatches over Tux Polish's Pure. This polish can be a little bit base heavy. You may want to turn your bottle upside down to get a good amount of glitters. I noticed that once I started brushing, more glitters would float down the stem, so you may run into that as well. I did have to do a little bit of manipulation to kind of get these spread out and not stuck to each other, kind of where I wanted them to. So this is a pretty look all on its own. I really recommend doing some glitter placement with these since there's such a wide array of glitters in here. You could really do so much with them. I'm using a makeup sponge here just to kind of soak up the excess base, and you can see there how many glitters I got in just one swipe. So this can be very dense. I'm going to use a little tool just to pick out a star, and I have sped this up quite a bit. I'm just going to add some placement in kind of the places that were bare. You could really do so many looks with these. I do like the base in this polish. It is very heavy, but it also helps kind of ground out the glitters and make them not as to stick up. So next I'll show you how Rainbow Balloon swatched over black. This is Tux Polish's Onyx, and these give a totally different vibe over black. They definitely all pop. So here is just one swipe on my pinky. I got a good amount of glitters. I'm also going to do a little bit of placement here. I noticed there was just a little bit of a bare spot. So I'm going to do the same method too and use a sponge and just pick out certain individual glitters and place them on my nails. And this is the finished look with that before top coat. So you can see you can get these really as dense or as not dense as you would like. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. So you'll see that these don't really shimmer that much in the sun. They do have a little bit of pearl vibe to them though. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting. And once more at an angle in direct sunlight, I do have a nail art look coming up using this base. So that rounds out my swatch and review of the Rainbow Balloon Festival Collection releasing October 1st by Spell Polish. I think these are all incredible polishes. I will link Spell Polish's storefront and social media down below. If you'd like to see more photos, I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.